This video provides an in-depth analysis and case study of New Parliament House, which is located in New Delhi.
Welcome to our channel Designers World Professor Siddhant Sir DWPSS. To get informative videos, do subscribe our channel and don't forget to press bell icon below.
Functions and importance of Delhi Parliament. First, legislative functions. The Delhi Parliament, also known as the Delhi Legislative Assembly, is responsible for making laws and regulations for the National Capital Territory of Delhi. It holds the power to legislate on matters specified in the State List and Concurrent List of the Indian Constitution pertaining to the functioning of the state. Second, representation of people. The Delhi Parliament serves as the representative body of the people living in the territory of Delhi. Members of the Legislative Assembly, MLAs, are elected through a democratic process by the citizens of Delhi, who entrust them with the responsibility of voicing their concerns and needs. Third, executive functions. Apart from its legislative role, the Delhi Parliament also performs certain executive functions. It has the power to scrutinize and discuss the activities of the Delhi government, question the executive on various matters, and propose policies for the welfare and development of the region. Composition of Delhi Parliament. The Delhi Parliament consists of two components. First, members of Legislative Assembly, MLAs. The MLAs are elected representatives who form the majority in the Delhi Parliament. They work collectively to discuss, debate, and pass bills, ensuring that they conform to the needs and aspirations of the people they represent. They represent different political parties and play a critical role in shaping the legislation and policies of the state. Second, Speaker. The Speaker of the Delhi Legislative Assembly acts as the presiding officer of the Parliament. They maintain order, conduct proceedings, and ensure that the discussions remain focused on the agenda. The Speaker plays a vital role in maintaining the decorum of the House and resolving any conflicts or disputes that may arise during the sessions. Legislative process and decision-making. First, introduction of bills. Any member of the Delhi Parliament can propose a bill by submitting it to the Speaker. The bill undergoes scrutiny, and if found valid, it is assigned a bill number and introduced in the House. The proposed legislation may undergo amendments during the discussion and debate stages. Second, discussion and debate. After the introduction of a bill, it is open for discussion and debate among the MLAs. During this stage, MLAs express their views, concerns, or suggestions regarding the bill's content or objectives. Amendments can be proposed, and an elaborate debate takes place to ensure adequate scrutiny and consideration. Third, voting on bills. Once the discussions and debates on a bill are concluded, a voting process takes place. Members cast their votes in favor or against the bill, signaling their support or opposition. The majority decision determines whether the bill will be passed or rejected. If passed, it moves to the next stage for further processing. Fourth, assent from the Governor. After the bill is passed by the Delhi Parliament, it is sent to the Lieutenant Governor, LG, or the Governor for his or her assent. The LG may give their assent, in which case the bill becomes a law, or may refuse assent, causing the bill to be reconsidered or retabled in the Parliament. Fifth, implementation of laws. Once the bill receives the necessary assent from the LG or the Governor, it becomes an act. The executive branch, led by the Chief Minister, is responsible for implementing and ensuring compliance with the new law. The Delhi Parliament plays a crucial role in monitoring and overseeing the implementation of legislation. Pre-independence context. Prior to India's independence in 1947, Delhi was under the direct rule of the British colonial government. The Legislative Assembly of Delhi, established in 1921, consisted of nominated members who advised the Lieutenant Governor in matters of governance. The representation of the people in the decision-making process was limited, reflecting the prevailing autocratic governance system. Formation of the Delhi Legislative Assembly. After independence, with the adoption of the Constitution of India in 1950, the process to establish a democratic governance structure in Delhi began. The Delhi Legislative Assembly was constituted in 1952 under the Government of Part C States Act, 1951. This marked an important turning point as elected representatives could now participate in legislative proceedings and hold the government accountable. The Mulki rules and the reorganization of Delhi. In the early years, the Mulki rules were in effect, which granted preference to candidates domiciled or born in Delhi as eligible voters and candidates. However, with the reorganization of states in 1956, Delhi ceased to be a Part C state and was given a union territory status. As a result, the Mulki rules were repealed, and the democratic fabric of the Delhi Legislative Assembly expanded to include individuals from different parts of the country. Evolution of Delhi's status, Union Territory to National Capital Territory. Over the years, the demand for a more democratic and representative governance structure for Delhi gained momentum. In 1991, the National Capital Territory Act was passed, granting Delhi a special status as the National Capital Territory, NCT, and enabling the formation of a Delhi Legislative Assembly with broader legislative powers. This transition marked a crucial step towards local self-governance and decentralization of power. The 69th Amendment Act and Delhi's quest for full statehood. In 1993, the 69th Amendment Act brought further changes to the Delhi Legislative Assembly. The Act introduced Article 239A, empowering the Assembly with legislative powers over matters under the state and concurrent lists, except for a few reserved subjects under the central government's jurisdiction. However, the quest for full statehood for Delhi continues to be a prominent issue, with debates surrounding the extent of the Assembly's powers and jurisdiction. Recent developments and future outlook. In recent years, the Delhi Legislative Assembly has witnessed several significant developments, such as the increase in the number of constituencies, the adoption of technology for assembly proceedings, and efforts to enhance transparency and public participation. The future outlook for the Delhi Parliament includes the continued exploration of avenues to strengthen its legislative powers and to address the aspirations and needs of the residents in the ever-evolving dynamics of the capital city. Key legislative functions and powers of the Delhi Parliament. 1. Lawmaking. One of the primary functions of the Delhi Parliament is to create new laws or amend existing ones. It has the power to introduce, debate, and pass bills that address various issues affecting the National Capital Territory of Delhi. Lawmaking is a collaborative process between the Legislative Assembly, Executive, and other stakeholders, ensuring the formulation of effective legislation for the city. 2. Debate and discussion. The Delhi Parliament serves as a platform for open debate and discussion on matters of public concern. It provides a space for elected representatives to voice their opinions, present arguments, and engage in constructive dialogue. Debates held within the Legislative Assembly help shape policies, influence decision-making, and promote transparency in the legislative process. 3. Oversight and accountability. A critical power of the Delhi Parliament is its ability to hold the government accountable for its actions. Through various mechanisms such as question hour, privilege motions, and committees, the Legislative Assembly ensures that the executive branch is answerable to the elected representatives and the people of Delhi. 4. Budget approval. The Delhi Parliament plays a crucial role in the budgetary process. It reviews and approves the annual budget presented by the executive, ensuring that financial resources are allocated appropriately. The Legislative Assembly scrutinizes the budgetary proposals, debates their merits, and makes amendments if necessary, thereby influencing the financial management and development of the city. 5. Legislative committees. To facilitate the smooth functioning of the legislative process, the Delhi Parliament forms various committees. These committees specialize in specific areas such as finance, education, health, and transport. They conduct detailed examinations, gather evidence, and make recommendations related to legislation and policy matters. The committees act as important decision-making and advisory bodies, ensuring comprehensive analysis of issues before the Legislative Assembly. 6. Representation and participation. Another significant legislative function of the Delhi Parliament is to represent the interests of the people and communities residing in the National Capital Territory of Delhi. Elected representatives from various political parties become the voice of their constituents, raising pertinent issues and advocating for their concerns within the Legislative Assembly. The Parliament provides a platform for citizen participation, ensuring democratic decision-making and governance. 7. Enacting local policies. The Delhi Parliament has the power to enact policies and laws that are specific to the National Capital Territory of Delhi. Since Delhi is a union territory with a unique administrative status, the Legislative Assembly can establish and enforce policies tailored to the local needs and aspirations of the city's residents. This power allows the Delhi Parliament to pass legislation that directly addresses the challenges and opportunities faced by the capital.